What's good, YouTube? Jailboy21 here with.
Brandon Noland playing
And-
Madolche.
All right, Brandon, let's get to the deck list. Explain everything as you feel like you need to explain it.
Okay.
So, what do you.
To start it off, we have pretty standard monster lineup here. Sometimes people play the third hoot, but it's really bad if you don't have hand traps to fuel it. And you only ever need a third hoot in your deck if you draw two, and an Angeli, but that's like so rare that you just lost anyway. So I also play two Mew just because sometimes it goes to grave for like a rank 3 play. And you just open really weird and you have to like make a Zen mains with Instant Fusion or something stupid. So I play the second so that you can access it off your search effects and make a second TR later in the game. We got the hands here.
How do those play for you?
The engine. This
The
is
hands.
What wins the games. The hands, they're all right. Like honestly, most of this deck is just there to kind of kill time and stall about.
So you can wombo combo basically?
Yeah, basically. Like that's what it's come down to. Nothing can stand up to the power of Tiara, especially if it's like a Tiara plus engine.
Hey, Tiara makes Dante her bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, she slaps that motherfucker around real good.
Only two of them of each? Two of each?
Two of each hand, yeah. I don't want to draw too many monsters. Honestly, this monster count is 16, and that's really pushing.
16 monsters is pretty decent, honestly.
And
I run
the
that in my
problem is
gadgets
that
deck.
Sometimes you brick really hard because you draw too many normal summons.
All right.
So anyway, moving on to the spells.
I like the Instant Fusion. What was that all about?
Well, if you open a jelly or if you have any sort of hoot play plus an instant fusion, you're able to make a TR quicker, which is very important. And then if you open Mew plus any of these monsters that aren't Madolche in instant fusion, you can OTK. And the card is also really good for making like your situational cards. Like sometimes you need a Castel against a Shadal deck, or you need like a Ragna Zero to really draw you into your deck against Abyss. So I found the card really good against most everything. Sometimes if I was playing against a trap heavy deck, I'd take it out because it's kind of a shitty combo piece and it plays into their back row.
So you're making pretty much top 32, right?
Yeah, I went X2 today. 6
Yeah.
and 2.
Only way you won't if people lock you out, but it's pretty much you did pretty good for using tier 2 deck that everyone thought was dead.
Yeah.
And if this was a YCS, you would have guaranteed top 32. So how do you feel about that?
It feels pretty good. I mean, like
if this was a YCS event, you'd have been pretty good.
yeah, I would like that. I mean, getting $50 ain't bad.
It really ain't bad at all.
I just wish I got a feature match, honestly.
So how was the Mirror Force for you?
Honestly, this card is what I'm supposed to use to beat Clifford's. Because basically,
Did it work?
Out of hand. Nah, it didn't. I mean, the one time I saw it, it got popped by it.
I can imagine it being really trolly, especially against like Satella Knights and stuff.
Satellar's, Burning Abyss, and Shadal's, I leave it in against all of them, actually. Because they leave themselves open to it. A lot of times, when you have a lot of monsters in hand and they have no way to stop Tiara, their only way to stop you is by killing you with damage. So you threatening roar for the turn, and you get an extra turn to make more plays.
You say threatening roar. What is threatening roar at?
Well, it's just the fact that
Oh, okay, basically.
not a lot of decks.
It's like, oh, got you.
We got Deep Prisons mostly to out Winda and just be another trap.
Yeah, Deep Prison's pretty good.
Mind Crush is super amazing.
How did that work for you?
I used it to negate a lot of Burning Abyss summons. I would have two. There was an Abyss player who tried to special summon one of his Abyss guys with another one on field. I Mind Crushed to kill the one he was summoning. I Mind Crushed the tour guide I saw in his hand, and he was left with a dead BLS. And so he was just out of cards, and I just like ran him over with like Ice Hand or something wacky like that.
That's pretty cool.
Compulse is for Shadal's, Bottomless is for Clifford. They're all like decent against
Now,
most
quick
decks.
question. Why Trapstun over Wiretap? Because I was running 3 Wiretaps. It did me good, but when I came here, it didn't seem to work that well.
Yeah, Trap Stun is all about, again, the skill drain and vanities. I want to be able to draw this when I'm going second, because I don't go second a lot.
So they flip it up on you, you can shut them off and then OTK.
Yeah, if it's already up, I can be like Trap Stun. There was one time where Shadal cited a mistake against me, and he also had a warning set, so I flipped the Trap Stun after his mistake was up, so I could make my Tiara play, search my ticket, and kill him through both his mistake and his warning.
And not to mention, you got Ice Hand to handle a mistake as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's very good against floodgates. So
If you don't mind, can you show me the side deck?
Yeah. Side deck is super simple.
Okay.
Here we have
Simple
Flying
works.
Seed for Abyss.
All right.
We have a couple system down for Clifford's. I'm still torn on whether this card is good or not.
It's okay. I'm not gonna lie. I cited 3. Why they were winning me games, it's more along the lines of if you can OTK him on that turn, it's pretty good. But if not, it's not gonna be that well.
I didn't like the salt damage either, but it was fine when I had it.
How about
triple defusion?
I'm just saying shut offs.
So good, so good. A dude top deck fusion on me, like a for the win Shaddoll fusion, but I just had D fusion. He was like, yeah, that's it. The other one said it was great. Breakthrough, same thing for Shaddolls. I was afraid that Herald, like there were Herald decks here.
Yeah, I know. This turn ARG Chicago was fucking rogue as fuck.
Rogue. It was
Rogue.
pretty rogue. I didn't get to see a lot of rogue. I only played against Tempest FTK, like a spell counter deck, which is pretty crazy. But otherwise, it was all meta. Shaddolls,
Right.
And Burning Abyss and Clifford. Then we have triple Fairy Wind for Clifford. I just need the Fairy Wind so I can out both the Scout and the Vanities or the Skill Drain.
Nice.
It's important to get those floodgates out of the way. And then the Miser Shadow Imprisoning. I had a Veiler there, but it wasn't doing me enough.
The defusions did you better in Shadow Mirror anyway.
Only one mirror.
Yeah, it was just I felt like I needed these more for Dolls and I needed these more for Abyss, but it's a little extra help against Abyss.
I
felt like my Abyss matchup was solid.
Can we take a look at the extra deck? Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm used to people playing 2 Shadow Mirror Shadow Mirrors.
I was setting 3 Shadow Mirror. I was not trying to lose against that matchup.
here we got the instant fusion targets, Fusionist and Cameo Wizard. This one is the level 3 you need to make a Tiara by making either of these cards, which puts your Mew in the grave and gets you 2 level 4s on the field to make the Tiara.
So, question: if Noden was legal, how would you think that card do in your deck?
Oh baby, I love that card. That card is really sick, and it's really nice with the hands too because they usually end up in grave. But this card is alright. Like it dodges bottomless, and it can make a Downward Magician with Madolche under Rivalry. I mean, those were more relevant last format when Exciton was a lot better.
Yeah, you want X2?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Got some rank 3s. Alucard, Engineer, Acid Golem. Really went into any of these. Engineer is really good though.
I mean, they're for those random situations where you need them, right?
Yeah, I had a turn against Shaddolls where he had Fusion and he had Soul Charge, but he had no way to out Engineer plus Tiara. That's what he had. So, I was still able to win. Engineer plus Tiara is a really good board to make.
I can imagine. I hate Madolche, but Madolche is a pretty fun deck to play against.
Here we have Downard. Downard actually, it's kind of an edge case, but sometimes you make the Levier or Invoker and then the Tiara, and you want to just make this afterwards. It helps you against like hands. It actually, the piercing damage guaranteed me the win when an opponent, Shaddolls opponent top take a dragon, and this was the only monster I had left. He was on 100 life points, so which is a loss. And then rank 4s. Not all of them are important. This kills people. Obviously the situational stuff. I like this a lot against Burning Abyss.
Okay.
Just buys you time. This is for skill drain. I never made it. I never thought it was that great, but it's there.
You ever think about Heartland Draco? I love that card.
It's actually very interesting.
It's still so many games, dude.
It's just they usually
Understandable.
the carrier.
I mean, you got Tiara Masu, so you can just pretty much OTK them anyway.
I also lost. I tied game 1 at regionals because of skill drain, and I had 2 institutions that didn't mean nothing. So I was like, may as well play some, beaters. Then we have 2 Tiara.
So fucking sexy. Alti. This nigga ain't fucking around. Got the altis. Now, question: how do you think this deck is gonna fare off against Necros in the next upcoming format?
I mean, you can out their fields, but it depends. I really think
That
you
deck
just
is
need to have
dumb.
more hate. Yeah, you just need to have more hate. Like it's gonna be about mind crushes. Also, the fact that people might be main decking mistakes. Might
Okay.
hurt the deck a little bit with like Magellane. I might go down to Magellane. And we'll see.
What about Hero deck?
Oh, the heroic? The
Heroes.
Heroes? I don't know.
Yeah.
Dark Law is a bitch, but like I play so many traps that I'm not too worried about it, honestly.
All right, bro. I hope you see you at the top tables. Hope
Yeah.
I see you at the top tables in the future, and hope I'll be up there with you because my current deck I got ain't cutting it. So anyway, this is Jobo21 with this Madolche deck profile, and I'm out.